Hello YouTube, this is BUB'S Comics coming at you with a quick comic haul. I've got all kinds of books to get through and one little Golden Age book. So, well, actually a few Golden Age. So let's get right to it. Let's make me small and get to the haul. Whoa, look at that. All right, first up we got Buck Rogers in the 25th Century. This is a book that DS Comics, if y'all are not subscribed to him, you ought to be. He has been showing off his copy of this book. I think he's sending it in for reholdering with CBCS. And I've been kind of lusting over this book ever since he got it. He said it was affordable, and it was. But I think I might have got the last affordable copy. So good luck with that, everybody. But it's from 1933, and it's a Kellogg's giveaway. And I will open it up because I don't know that I've ever seen the inside other than on my copy. Because, like I said, it's slabbed otherwise. So here is Buck Rogers, 25th in the 25th century. It's not technically a comic. It's more like an illustrated story, but actually it's kind of like a diary or a how would you say, like a memoir of his adventures. So it's very cool. It predates his first appearance in comics. It kind of tells you a little bit about the characters. He breaks them down into sections. There's a section on Wilma. He's got a few sections on Wilma. That's his female companion. The Conquest of Gravity. He talks about how he's been alive for centuries. And there's some more women soldiers. It's really, really interesting how he talks about the future. And it's just super cool. It's got some great illustrations in here. It's just fantastic. It's in excellent shape to be from 1933 and to be a giveaway, or a mail away rather, from Kellogg's Corn Flakes or other brands or whatever, you know, not other brands but other products in addition to Corn Flakes. And we'll see that at the end here. So look at that. Isn't that great? I think that's awesome. So then it has a little advertisement for Kellogg's breakfast in the morning. And it's very cool. He's got the sugar robot handing him sugar and all kinds of stuff. So very cool. And there's the back cover. It's got the Kellogg's Pep Bran Flakes, Kellogg's Corn Flakes, Kellogg's All Bran, Rice Krispies, whole wheat biscuits. Those big ones. You know, you see mini wheats all the time. Well, this is like a giant freaking, it's a giant wheat. And then you got Kellogg's coffee there at the bottom, which I think is super cool. I wish that still existed. I'd probably buy Kellogg's coffee just to see, you know, what it was about. So anyway, that's my Buck Rogers in 25th Century. Very cool book. I like it. Had to cut down a board to make it fit a little more snug. So there you go. We'll continue with a little bit of Golden Age here, or at least pre-code. And we've got Crime Does Not Pay, number 96. Forget exactly what year this is from. I think maybe 54 or so. It's right on the cusp. So there you go. Crime Does Not Pay. It's got that great. I picked this one up. This one I bought on eBay. This I picked up from Vin Crew. He had an auction. I guess you call it a claim sale on his YouTube channel. And it was like gangbusters, everyone trying to claim stuff. But I ended up walking away with a few books. So I couldn't turn that down. Or this one. The Avenger. Now it does have the code on it, but this is actually a pre-code title, and this is the last issue. So it had a code, so it has the code on it. I think it's from 55. So there you go. The Avenger number 4, just classic early superhero type stuff. Of course, they're more like, you know, fantastical stuntmen, you know, in suits. So check out that boat and some nice kind of good girl art, I guess. There, very cool. So she's getting swiped up. I enjoy that. And then we had what I call Kaanga, because it's got the emphasis over the oompa there or whatnot. But I call it Kaanga, the Jungle King. Beware the Gorilla Master. Technically, this gets labeled as a bondage cover because she is bound there, and also that person thing is bound as well in a little cage. So I think that's pretty cool. The Slave Gallery in the Lost something. I think it was Nile, but that got ripped off. So it's missing a corner, but still pretty good book. I like that alligator there. So fun stuff. And boy, doesn't he have his hands full. He's choking one guy out, and he's choking two guys out, I guess, technically. He's got one in a headlock, and then he's got an alligator coming up behind, in front of him. He really has his hands full, so hopefully he can get through all that and survive. Let's see, where are we at? We're at 5 minutes. We'll go ahead and breeze through the rest of these. Well, actually, let me show this real quick. Here is Raphael, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, NECA Raphael. I picked him up. I ended up having to get him on the secondary market because they just so hard to get. They were part of a Walmart exclusive 2-pack where you got Raphael in this outfit and Casey Jones, and I wasn't able to find them. They just kept getting cleaned out, and then I realized I was getting tired of looking for them, and I was like, I'm just gonna buy them on eBay or something. Full set was going like for $130, but I really, even though I like the Casey Jones, I don't have that much room on my collectibles shelf, my movie collectibles, which is what I would consider this, to have both characters. So I figure why not go ahead and put just my favorite character on there, Raphael, and go from there. So he's my favorite character from the movie. He's not necessarily my favorite turtle overall. I kind of like Donatello when I was a kid, and I like the idea of the bow staff better than the size. But always was a big fan of Raphael, and from the movie, of course, he was the best part of the movie. So there you go. We'll get a little close up on him. It's looking good. Got some nice hat action there. The eyes look good and the size look good. Everything's in pretty good shape on him. And you can take the coat off, and he's just a regular Raphael figure. It came with all the hands and accessories. So when I bought him, I just bought him, and actually it came in the original packaging, but Casey was missing out of the package, and Casey's accessories. So, but I'm very happy to have that, and I really feel like that is good enough for me. Everyone will have their own thoughts on that, but that's fine. Rolling on with the haul, we got Justice League of America number 135. I, in error, thought that 136 was the first reappearance of Bullet Man and Bullet Girl, but it is not. Actually, there's Bullet Man and there's Bullet Girl. Actually, 135 is, so thanks for the correction to all you mean people in that chat once upon a time. So so glad to have this in the collection. It's a pretty good story, and actually I think it continues on to 137 where it eventually ends. So glad to have that. Big fan of Bullet Man and Bullet Girl from the Golden Age. Great floating heads. I mean, there's nothing not to like about that book, so yeehaw. Next we got Quack. So this is one of the books that was recommended to me in my 1,000 subscriber contest. So what happened was that I had a contest, of course, for a Q book. Show me the best Q book that I should buy, and I ended up selecting The Question. And I really have enjoyed that. The Black Label series Questions. Really enjoyed that. There's one more to come out. Looking forward to that. It's been a fun read. Weird and quirky, but kind of what you expect. A nice noir feel. But so one of the reasons that I wanted to collect a Q book was because first I didn't have one in my collection. So when I looked at my CLZ app, there was like a grayed out tab, and that just always bothered me. Well, I fixed that with the Question book because it's marked with a Q first, so that worked out. But in my cabinet, where I keep all my comics in my file cabinet, I still have nothing in the Q section because the Question was kind of a magazine size format. It doesn't fit in the cabinet. So finally, this is actually the first Q book that's going to go into the cabinet. So that's pretty cool. So I'm excited about that. It's got some Dave Stevens art in it. It's got a nice Frank Bruner cover on the front. So it's pretty fun. It's a fun little read. I enjoyed it. So there you go. Quack number 1. Next we got Lady Rawhide, number 1 of 5. So the Mayhew art in these is just amazing. But this is a Mayhew and Palmiotti cover. So really, really love that. I have the little mini ash can of this, or promo, but I did not have the full size. And boy, is that not amazing. I mean, that is so good. I've been thinking about collecting all of these. But really, the covers aren't that great on all of them, but the interiors seem to be pretty good. So I might go ahead and finish the run. There's only 5 of them, and I already have the first 3. So here's number 2. Lady Rawhide number 2. Again, very, very cool. I like that. She looks tough. The interiors are really good, and the story's fun. And I already have number 3, which I think is the Adam Hughes cover. Now we have Batman. DC Comics presents. I was picking up these Julie Schwartz tribute covers. So this is Adam Hughes redoing a classic cover where Batman's watching himself on TV and Robin's freaking out. So not bad. I really dislike the Robin. I think the Robin looks terrible, but I think the Batman looks great. So, you know, what are you going to do? 50% of that cover is perfect. And then the last couple, we got Megaton Man number 2. I do collect Megaton Man when I see it on the cheap, so I found this one. And look, it's got a little Yarn Man appearance there, the hottest comic in the YouTube community, at least. So we got Yarn Man on the cover. So I think this is his second appearance. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong. I think Megaton Man number 1 is his first appearance. That would be his second appearance, but maybe his first cover appearance? I don't know. I have to check into that. And of course, the creme de la creme, the king of the hall here. We got Yarn Man number 1. So I've been flashing this around in a lot of live streams, but this is the first time I've shown it in a haul. So there you go. Yarn Man number 1. Oh, we have a visitor here who's wanting to say hello. And the Dork Nuke. Look at that. Isn't that cool? Don Simpson. I really love these comics. I know everybody's teasing around with the Yarn Man stuff, but I gotta tell you, I like Don Simpson's take on the superhero spoof. So it's all really good. All right, we have a friend that wants to say hello. Say hi, this is Sonja. If you can imagine it, it's spelled S-O-N-J-A, so it's our Red Sonja tribute. So she was climbing up my leg a minute ago. If I seem a little distracted in the video, she's wanting to say hi. So say hi, Sonja. And there's another close-up of that one. There it is. All right, now who knows where she's gonna go? She's probably gonna drink the rest of my coffee. All right, so that'll do it for this haul. Please don't press any buttons. Look, she's gonna start chewing on Raph. All right, we'll catch you next time on BUB'S Comics. Remember to read a comic and don't apologize for the glare. Bye-bye.